This is Naganika, government lecturer in commerce, Government Model Degree College, Ellareddy. So today we are going to discuss about the financial market. What is a financial market? So financial market is a place where financial assets are created or transferred. So as against a real transaction, the involves exchange of money for goods and services. Here for example, A is a shopkeeper, B is a customer. So B has given order to supply some goods. So here the shopkeeper A supplied goods to B's home. So B has given the money to the A. So this is exchange of money for giving the goods. Now a financial transaction involves a creation or transfer of a financial asset. Financial assets or financial instruments represent a claim to payment of some money sometime in the future. Means here payment of some money sometime in the future, and periodic payments in the form of interest or dividend. Means payment has to made in the form of the payment may be in the form of dividend, so it may be in the form of interest. Now money market. Now let us discuss about the money market. So it is a short term market. So the money market the money market, if a wholesale debt market for low risk, means there is no risk in the money market. So financial assets are easily converted in a liquidable form. So it maintains highly liquidity. So short term investment funds are range from a single day up to 1 year. Means so funds are available from 1 day to 1 year. So this market is dominated mostly by government, banks and financial institutions. So these three are dominated by this money market. Now let us discuss the capital market. Now here the capital market is designed to finance long-term investment. So for short-term investment, money market is there. For long-term investment, so it is capital market. So the capital market is designed to finance the long-term investment. The transactions taking place in this market will be period over the 1 year. Means below 1 year, that is money market. Above 1 year, it is capital market. So companies collect the long-term investments from the capital market. So the another market is forex market. Now the forex market deals with the multi-currency requirements which are met by the exchange of currencies. Means in forex market, so we can one currency to another currency. So depending on the exchange rate that is applicable, the transfer of funds taking place in this market. So this is one of the most developed and integrated market across the globe. So in forex market, we can exchange the currency with one country to another country. So the next market is credit market. So credit market is a place where banks, financial institutions, non-banking financial companies purvey short-term and long-term loans to corporate and the individuals also. So this is called credit market. Now here discuss some intermediaries. Stock exchange. So stock exchange is a capital market. So stock exchange market to securities. Next is next intermediary, investment banks. So investment bankers, so they stay in capital market and credit market. So they provide corporate advisory services and issue of securities. So another intermediary is underwriters. So underwriters stay in capital market and money market. They subscribe to unsubscribed portion of securities. Next intermediaries is registrars, depositories, custodians. So they stay in capital market securities to the investors on behalf of the company and handle share transfer activity. Now another intermediary is primary dealers and satellite dealers. So they stay in money market, the market making in government securities. So forex dealers, they stay in forex market, they ensure exchange link of currencies, means they help to exchange the currencies. Next is financial instruments. Financial instruments. So first we discuss money market instruments. What are the money market instruments? So the first one is call or notice money. The first one is call or notice money. The money market can be defined as the market for short term money, means it is for money market is for short term money. So all the financial assets that are near substitutes of money, means here current assets are substitutes of money. The short term means generally period up to 1 year. Short term means up to 1 year, long term means above 1 year. And here substitutes to money is issued to denote any financial asset which can be converted into money with minimum transactions cost. So in money market there is less transaction cost to make the transactions. So here some money market instruments, call or notice money market. So call or notice money is money borrowed or lent on demand for very short period. So money is money borrowed or money lent on that for a short period of time. When money is borrowed or lent for 1 day, it is known as call money. So overnight for 1 day. So the money is borrowed or lent for 1 day, it is called call or for overnight money. So we can call it as call or overnight money. So intervening holidays and or Sundays are excluded for this purpose. So Sundays, holidays, all are excluded in this call money market. Now, so the borrowed on 1 day and repaid on the next working day, means for example today we borrowed 10,000 rupees. Today we borrowed 10,000 rupees. So next day means tomorrow we have to pay that 10,000 rupees. So this is called call money or overnight money. So there is the holidays and Sundays are excluded. So it is called call money. So next, so what is notice money? Call money we discussed. What is notice money? So when money is borrowed or lent for more than 1 day up to 14 days. So money is borrowed or lent from 1 day to up to 14 days. It is called notice money. For 1 day means here call money. 1 day to 14 days means it is notice money. So no collateral security is required to cover these transactions. Call or notice money market. Call money market means it is for 1 day. Notice money market means it is 1 day to 14 days. So for example, money is borrowed on May 1st. So after on May 14th we have to pay the money. That is called notice money market. Now the second one is treasury bills. So treasury bills are short-term borrowing instruments of union governments. So these are short-term borrowing instruments of union government. So it is the IOU of the government. It is a promise by the government to pay a stated sum after expiry of stated period. Mine here the government issue these treasury bills to the public. So after maturity period, after maturity period, the investor get the return. Next, so these are issue for 14 days. These treasury bills are issued by the union government for 14 days, 91 days, 182 days, 364 days. So less than or less than 1 year. They are issued at a discount to the face value. Now on maturity, the face value is paid to the holder, means holder of the treasury bill. So after maturity time, for example, one treasury bill is matured after 91 days. On maturity, the face value is paid to the holder. The rate of discount and the corresponding issue price are determined at each auction of the treasury bill. Next is term money. So what is term money? Here interbank for deposits maturity beyond 14 days is referred to the term money, and more than 14 days is called term money. The entry restrictions are the same, those call and notice money market. So specified entities are not allowed to lend beyond the 14 days. Here in term money means above 14 days it is called money is borrowed or lent. On above 14 days it is called money. Next is certificate of deposit. So what is certificate of deposit? So certificate of deposit is a negotiable money market instrument and issued in dematerialized form or usance of promissory notes. Promissory note for funds deposited at a bank or eligible financial institutions for a specified period of time. For example, I have 1 lakh rupees. So I have to invest in I want to invest in a certificate of deposits for 5 years. So here specified period is mentioned. So the amount is also mentioned. So I invested in certificate of deposit of a particular financial institution. Guidelines for the CDs are presently governed by various directives issued by the Reserve Bank of India. Means so guidelines regarding CDs all are given by the Reserve Bank of India. So these guidelines are amended from time to time. So these guidelines are amended by the Reserve Bank of India. So CDs can be issued by the who will issue the CDs? So who will issue the CDs? Scheduled commercial banks excluding regional rural banks, RRBs and local area banks. Select all India financial institutions that have been permitted by the RBI to raise short-term resources within the umbrella limit fixed by RBI. Banks have the freedom to issue the CDs depending on their requirement, and financial institutions may issue overall umbrella time fixed by the RBI. Issue of the CD together with other instruments, term money, term deposits, commercial papers and intercorporate deposits should not exceed 100% of its net owned funds as per the latest audited balance sheet. Next, the last one is commercial paper. Last one is commercial paper. So what is a commercial paper? Commercial paper is a note in evidence of the debt obligation of the issuer. Means issuer gives this commercial paper to the holder. On issuing commercial paper, the debt obligation is transformed into the instrument. means commercial paper is issued to a particular person, means here to pay the after some specified period. So CP is thus an unsecured promissory note privately placed with investors at discount rate to face value determine the market forces. Here commercial papers are issued to the investors, so they get the discount rate on face value. So CP is freely negotiable by endorsement and delivery, means endorsement means commercial papers are transferable, they are deliverable. A company shall be eligible to issue commercial papers provided. So a company has some qualifications to issue the commercial papers. The tangible net worth of a company as the latest balance sheet is not less than 4 crores. The working capital fund based limit of the company from the banking system is not less than 4 crores, and the borrowal account of the company is classified as a standard asset by the financing banks. The minimum maturity period of the commercial paper is 7 days. So the minimum maturity period is 7 days. So these are the money market instruments: call or notice money, treasury bills, term money, certificate of deposit, and commercial paper. Next one is capital market instruments. Next is market instruments. The capital market is market generally consists of following long term period. So money market is for short term period, capital market is for long term period. So more than 1 year. So less than 1 year means it is money market, more than 1 year means it is capital market. So for financial instruments in the equity segment, in this capital market, equity shares, preference shares, convertible preference shares, non-convertible preference shares, etc. In this debt segment, debentures, zero coupon bonds, deep discount bonds, etc. all are issued to the investors. So the last financial hybrid instruments. So what are the hybrid instruments? Hybrid instruments have both features, equity and the debentures. This kind of instruments is called hybrid instruments, means it is a combination of debt and equity. So this is called hybrid instruments. Examples are convertible debentures and warrants. So these are the examples for hybrid instruments. Now let us discuss functions of participants in financial markets. So functions of participants in financial markets. So let us, first one is banks. So banks participate in a capital market and money market, means banks operate their transactions in capital market and money market also. Within the capital market, banks take active part in the bonds market, means here banks issue the bonds to the public. They invest in equity and mutual funds as a part of their fund management, means banks collect the savings from the public. Again they reinvest in some other activities. So they can buy the equity shares or they can buy the mutual funds to get more and more return in future. Banks take active trading interest in the bond market and they have certain exposure to the equity market also. So banks also participate in the market as clearing houses. Clearing houses means settlement between the two means giving the assistance to the investors. Now the next participant in financial market is primary dealers. So the primary dealers deals in government securities in both primary and secondary market. So these primary dealers deals with government securities in primary market and the secondary market. The basic responsibility is provide two-way quotes and act as market makers for the government securities. Means primary dealers are the market makers of the government securities. So here they provide the assistance to investors to buy or sell their securities. So they strengthen the primary dealers strengthen the government securities market. The next participant in financial market is financial institutions. FIs, financial institutions. So financial institution or lend the long-term funds for industry and agriculture. Means these financial institutions assist to develop the industries and agriculture sectors. So they give the loans to they give the short term and long term loans to industry and the agriculture. So financial institutions raise their resources through long term bonds from financial system. Means they issue the bonds to collect the funds, and again borrowings from international financial institutions. Means financial institutions borrow the funds from international financial institutions. So what are the international financial institutions? Means here Finance Corporation, IFC, Asian Development Bank ADB, International Development Association IDA, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development IBRD. So these are the international financial institutions. So financial institutions collect the funds from international financial institutions. So the next participant in financial market. So stock exchange. So what is a stock exchange? Stock exchange is a place where the securities are traded. A stock exchange is duly approved by the regulators to provide sale and purchase of securities. Means they purchase or sell the securities through online on behalf of the investors through brokers. So brokers play active part in stock exchange on behalf of the investors. The stock exchanges provide clearinghouse facilities for netting of net payment and securities delivery. Means clearinghouse facility make the such clearinghouse guarantee all payments and deliveries. Means so they guarantee stock exchange give the guarantee to the investors investment. Definitely they will get return in the future. So there is no a investor does not suffer any loss by investing in the securities. Securities traded in stock exchange includes equity shares, debentures, derivatives. Currently in India, only dematerialized securities are allowed to be traded on the stock exchange. So settlement in securities account is made by depositories through participants account. Next, it is essential that stock exchanges are corporatized, demutualized, so that they can greater transparency in the trade and the better governance in the markets. The next intermediary is brokers. Who is a broker? Broker is a authorized person. He deals with the transactions in the stock exchange. Only broker approved by capital market regulator, and he can operate on stock exchange. Brokers perform the job of intermediating between buyer and seller of the securities. Means they providers and the sellers of the securities. They help to build up the order book, price discovery, and are responsible for a contract being honored. For their services, brokers earn a fee as brokerage. Means for providing the services to investors, they get the fees, that is called a brokerage. So the brokerage is brokers gets the money in the form of brokerage. The next financial participant is investment bankers. So investment bankers or merchant bankers. Here are agencies or organizations regulated and licensed by the Securities Exchange Board of India, the capital market regulator. So it is a investment banker is a capital market regulator. So these are licensed by SEBI. They arrange the raising of funds through equity and the debt route and assist the companies in completing various formalities like in filling of the prescribed document, other compliances with the regulator and regulators. So these investment bankers advise the issuing company on book building, price of issue, arranging registrars, bankers to issue and other support services. They can underwrite the issue and also function as issue managers. They may also buy and sell on their account. So these are called investment bankers or merchant bankers. The next participant in financial market is foreign institutional investors. So foreign institutional investors are foreign based funds authorized by the capital market regulator to invest in countries equity and debt market through stock exchanges. They are allowed to repatriate sale proceeds of the holdings provided sales have been made through an authorized stock exchange and taxes have been paid. So foreign financial institutions enjoy de facto capital convertibility. So foreign financial institutions depth to equity and debt markets and result in increased turnover. So these activities have brought in technological advancement and foreign funds in equity and the debt market. The next is participant in financial market, that is custodians. So custodians are organizations which are allowed to hold securities on behalf of the customers. Means custodians keep the securities themselves on behalf of the customers. They carry out the operations on the behalf of the customers. So they handle both funds and securities of qualified institutional borrowers including financial institutions. Custodians are supervised by the capital market regulator. So in the view of their position and as custodians handle the payment and the settlement, banks are able to play the role of custodians effectively. So thus most banks perform the role of custodians. Here custodians means banks. So banks provide the services to customers. Next, the next participant in financial market is depositories. Depositories hold securities in demat. Demat means is electronic form. Maintain accounts of the depository participants in maintain account of their customers. Means customers open the demat account. If they want to buy the securities, so the securities are credited to the demat account on instructions of the stock exchange clearing house, supported by documentation as depository transfer securities from buyer to seller accounts in the electronic form. So here the depositors are important for ensuring the efficiency in the market. They facilitate lending against securities and ensure avoidance of the settlement risk or bad delivery of the securities. So financial market is a broad term. It is describing the marketplace where buyers and sellers participate in the trade assets such as equities, bonds, currencies and the derivatives. Financial markets are typically defined by having transparent pricing, basic regulations on trading cost, fees and market forces determining the prices of the securities that trade. So here financial markets can be found in nearly every nation in the world. Some are very small, some are very big, few participants. So here in America, New York Stock Exchange, the forex market trade trillions of the dollars daily. These are the participants in the financial markets. These are the participants in the financial markets: banks, primary dealers, financial institutions, stock markets, brokers, investment bankers or merchant bankers, foreign institutional investors, custodians, depositories. These are participants in the financial market of our country. Thank you very much. Thank you all.